numbers are all even?
The output numbers are all even.
They increase by 4.
They increase by 4. Let me write some of those up here. Let me put this where you can see it. So the output numbers are all even, and they increase by 4. So with that increasing by 4, what's the next output number? 30. What else is in here?
You're multiplying the input by 4 and adding 2 to get the output.
All right, let me write that. So we multiply the input by 4 and then add 2 to get the output. So we want to check that out and see if that's true all the time. Now I'm going to come back up here where I have the output numbers are all even and they increase by 4. This pattern is an output to output pattern. I'm going to circle that. I didn't bring a lot of different colors with me today. The second one given there, multiply the input by 4 and then add 2 to get the output. That one is an input to output pattern. And we'll probably want to check that out and see if that's true. And what else is there?
The input increases by 1.
Input increases by 1. An input to input pattern. The input is increasing by 1. So with that pattern, what comes after the 6? 7. So I could look at this in the vertical columns and get input to input and an output to output. And I can look at it across from the input to the output and try to notice a pattern that way. And so input to output, so we got multiply the input by 4 and then add 2 to get the output. Now, I don't know about you all, but for me, to just see that at the drop of a hat like that, I've always found that difficult. And you'll find this amongst yourselves, that you're probably divided between some of you can see it right away or can see it with a little work, and others of you, it might make your stomach turn. I'm in that latter group. I can tell you what, seeing this sort of pattern, this is something that's done in a high school geometry class. For me, that was 10th grade. Some of you may have taken geometry in 9th grade, but 9th or 10th grade. And I've done a little bit of tutoring, and when I'm tutoring a geometry student, and they come in and we're doing this, I just sort of secretly say to myself, ugh, oh no. We get through it. And since I've been teaching Math 2203, I've gotten a lot better at it. I know exactly what's going on at this point with it. But this is not something that came easy to me, is my whole point on that. So I want to talk about how to get this right here. First, we got to check and see whether or not that's really the case.